Peace to everyone. With the holiday season vastly approaching, basically it's here. I had initiated a Thanksgiving season challenge, and it didn't pick up momentum, but from the initiation of it, I always had a target of next year. Next year holiday season, I pray that it takes effect. My name is Leon, and I was born and bred in Cleveland, Ohio. And I have traveled around and stayed at other places for, various amounts of time. And I want to say that, I love you. And we have entered a state in the black community where we're not recognizing the trauma that we're through. See, the media, our stars, the whole world is directing us towards healing, towards dealing with some of our childhood traumas and doing shadow work and investigating the total existence of our being. We we as a human race, especially in America and especially in the African American community, we are being focused on to get in the mirror. And I know it's very hard for us to be in a place alone looking in the mirror because I know, and it hurts me to say that many people are ashamed of the person that they see in the mirror. And this is why some of us, probably the majority of us, put on so many accessories to mask the person we see, the person we feel in the mirror, the inner being. And during the holiday season, we don't realize the damage we're doing to ourselves when we ingest all these toxins. These are lethal dosages of toxins. And I mean that mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. And I think you can, if you avidly, view some of my postings, some of the love that I share, you clearly understand where I'm coming from. See, when we sit around at these holiday gatherings, a lot of times it can be an atmosphere of showboating, of creating envy in others. I got this new present. Isn't this present nice? Ooh, I got what you get. And the whole process, we have become oblivious to the reason it was indoctrinated into us to do these things. And now it seems like second nature or it's fair seeming. But what it really is we have been coerced, tricked into creating envy, resentment in other people's, while we are using it to boost ourselves up at the expense of putting someone else down. This is why in a lot of religions and sayings around the world, they say it's better to give than to receive. Because when you say, look what I got, look at all this money phone and all this and like this is so valuable to me. I am people we used to take lighters, and now I'm like a pen. I just this is ain't even half the pens I have around. I like pens. I don't know. It's one of my things. Anyway, we try to show our worth, our outer worth to people when it's really not a real worth in and of itself. It's just a small band-aid to, make ourselves feel a certain way. Like, I'm on this level, and they know they can't even compare with my level. You better keep your social rank. This is sophomoric behavior. This is teenage behavior, and we have grown into civilized beings, elders who still operate in these types of manners. You know, when we congratulate someone on their outfit, we like, I don't know. I congratulate people off who they are, how they treat others. If you know me, you see me. This is what I do. If I'm hanging around you, I like an officer in my building. There was a young guy, mad. He lost his cell phone, and he was beating. Damn, I lost my cell phone. And the CMHA officer, that's like a police force in our local community, and they just like the real police force. They can assert their authority, and the police officer said for him to calm down, but he got mad or cussing the officer out, calling him a punk sucker, and all the little expletives that go with it. And I intervened, but it took me a second to get the one of my neighbors away from the officer. But after that, I congratulated the officer on having the wherewithal to, endure the little talk. It was just, a good display of manhood. I think that, a lot of men should have seen the episode so we can learn from the episode that just because a man says some things aggressively towards you don't mean that he about to, do damage to you. That somebody called you, oh man, you this and that. Like, how does this invoke me to want to pull out my gun? Oh, I'm mad. You said something vicious. We need to learn. We need to learn. See, these types of things during the course of the holiday season are intensified when we try to show off our trinkets and show off, different things we get for the holiday season. And we may intend for them to be great. We may think that, oh, I'm just doing this, but really this is the effect. This is why most people, they go on trips. They go on, to the Bahamas or Las Vegas. Most people really, may not even have the most fun about the whole excursion on the actual trip. They had the most fun telling other people about it. What did you do? Oh man, it was great, man. Let me tell you all about it. Why it really wasn't fulfillment, and we getting the real fulfillment, the real majority of it when I'm telling Cindy about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We showing our little, here we go, here, look at this. Here, this is what we did this. And matter of fact, remember I posted this, girl, man, we ate that stuff. It tasted like, it tasted like candy. Like, how did this become such a defining point to fulfillment of life for us? I think we better than this. I know we're better than this. I don't want to take the fun out of anything, but what's coming from it? And I cut it short on that tip because it's important to identify the large amount of lethal toxins we physically taking in. Where is the peaceful, loving vibration? When we used to sit at the dinner table and the whole meal, people wouldn't, move around. People wouldn't, continuously snack, and we would sit at the dinner table and really teach and love at the dinner table as a unit, as a loving, collection of beings, and vibrate on a higher level. The dinner table is a powerful place. It is a powerful place. Why do we everybody get a plate of food and go off to their little area when we used to, sit at the table, teach and discuss and love? What happened? Like we forgot what the intended vibratory dosage that this holiday season was intended for by some of our elders. Um, we have lost touch, the little touch that we have, but we have some remnants of the the in touchness we had, if that's a term of word. We had a certain touch, and we can reach back and reshape it and multiply it into today's time. Um, because we can't go backwards, but we can learn from the past. We used to love. Now we know that all these the way we cook our food, like we already know we eating way too much meat. If we shouldn't be eating it at all, but we eating way too much when we do. We got smorgasbords of meat dripping, and it's bad business for our body. But more on that another time. But not on. We got so much meat. We got all these side dishes with a huge amount of grease, sodium, and stuff just packed in it too. We got green beans with a whole bunch of meat, and we already got most of the meal with all this meat. And then we got greens with all this seasonings and meat. Like, then we got the 10 cheese macaroni. And it's like such a heavy dosage of lethal toxins. We got the baked beans with like a half a cup of sugar and sweetness in every half a cup. Like, it's just a bomb. We got the yam sweet potato game with, here we go, a whole bunch of brown sugar, butter. Like, think about the dosages we like putting in ourselves, and we wonder why we get the itis. That's what we call it. And we sit back and we just, man, I feel so good. Look, let me unbuckle my button. Yeah, I'm fall asleep watching the football game, the ladies, and you know, I think it's time we stop like pillaging ourselves. Like, we going hard, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. Please, please, please. For next year, like some of us, we could focus in this year. My vision is to make a vibratory, ensemble of beautiful foods for the holiday season to vibrate on a higher level. Um, Fresh and cooked vegetables primarily. I think that my season, my idea holiday season would be to snack on fruit throughout the day. The whole family, as we together, as we conversating, building, having structured talks, kind of like a football training season, like uh, what they call it, summer camp. I'm at a loss right now for the term. Um, you know how before the season, the football players come together. It's training camp. Training camp. We have training camp, and we have a choreographed, a structured day of training. I think that, we should have that for our holiday get-togethers in the Black community, for which we talk about certain things while, the ladies may be cooking, like, because whatever it is for fun, like, it's just not fun anymore. It's not. And a lot of times, our ideal of fun is just mostly more damaging or more. I got a good laugh out of laughing about that person car broke down, or and you created envy within another person. Man, yeah, I got the new car, man. Look, it do this, man. Look, all four of the wheels turn at once. Yeah, yeah. And we smiled and was happy about it, like we. But what did it like really do for our condition? Like, how is it helping advance us? Like, what do we learn? We learn that you on a certain level and I'm on another level. Like, this is not productive. This is not productive behavior. I would like to, you know, instill efficient and productive behavior practices within most of our engagements and interactions. Um, I ain't saying nothing revolutionary. I'm just talking about making it into a culture. Like, making it, let's set the foundation to the way in which we gonna conduct ourselves. I think I'm gonna end this one soon. Because I can go on and on with, not on and on, but I can go on with tactics and structured love that I would love for us to administer. I love you. Can we change? Like, everybody out there that's listening to me, you want to listen to me for what reason? To try to pick me apart for something that's self-gratifying to you? Is it your mission? The dark forces gave you some type of benefit to try to find some type of angle to cause some type of, turmoil about something I said? Um, Trying your best to make me feel bad or get somebody else to dislike me, or, just to create more attention. But because we all know bad intention and good intention is good attention. Um, why judge the messenger? Don't judge the messenger, which would be me in this case. Weigh the message. Put the message on the scale and weigh it, like, without looking at the origin of the message. It's that simple. I love you. Peace.